today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Cam Newton and the New York Giants.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Knocked up at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Now Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Nifty move. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff.
And taken down just shy of the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in.
The play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
To the air again, Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darren Waller from 3 yards out.
And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A carry for Foreman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
They'll roll him out right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
They'll run with Foreman.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
And he's got it down to the 28. 2nd down at 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Fields. Completion here to Claypool.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Edmonds is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on this.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On 2nd and goal, Fields flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
New York set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Newton. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're starting to put some space here in the first quarter.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 29, Newton to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Newton.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now Newton on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the LA Rams who are moving on to the next round as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing is Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The 4 receivers said here on 3rd down, they're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Right back to him on 1st down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Newton now to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Newton.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he will have a Giants 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Play action. It's Newton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the 1st as well. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. Newton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. And that big return sets them up for the potential to now tie this game here in the 4th.
Let's see if they want to ride the momentum of that return for a touchdown because, as you and I both know, that's a monster play. Do you want to ride that momentum into a 2-point try, or do you line up and go ahead and kick the extra point?
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. From the 38, Fields escaping the pressure right.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On play action, Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Foreman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
Now Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Newton on first down. And he fires one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Newton to throw. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gano's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th. With obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Fields over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fields on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Cam's going to run on the option. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well, hold tight here because Cam Newton in some discomfort. So they're going to pause the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Jones looking around. Got a man, Slayton. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 99 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Here's McCoy.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. McCoy. Thomas has got it. Complete. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give. Running left is Harris. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now McCoy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But they're yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second and 1.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cole, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Again, he'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Cole. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 3rd down and goal now. And this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. First down, and they go back to Harris. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. McCoy. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Cole, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. McCoy. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
He's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. McCoy.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McCoy.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Looking to throw. McCoy. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to look to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Sky Moore, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Michael Gallup, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is...
looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
The drive starts with a completion left side.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps it moving forward.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the right side with Harris. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Back to throw. McCoy steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McCoy. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, Cole. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cole. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 40. And that will tie things at 17 all. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On third down, McCoy. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Houston. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second and 6. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Being chased out left. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Cole. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cole. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Cole. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch, however, it's 4th down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. But I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
You got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Houston set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. McCoy. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. McCoy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Off the play fake. McCoy. Rolling to his left. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Cole, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on.
As you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run again with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's McCoy.
Open man is Palmer. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
From the 27, McCoy. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Edwards.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Davis Price.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Ty Davis Price.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Oilers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis-Price. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They run the counter. Cole, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On second down, it's Cole, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. On second down now, it's Cole. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done. But a nice game overall.
So for Miami, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Thanksgiving night.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense and, of course, leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch, belt unbuckled, feet up. This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here on this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Play action now. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Vikings send out their punter.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for New England. 41 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Stevenson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ramondre Stevenson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On first down, Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They start the drive with Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 66 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going deep here for Parker. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run again on first down. Cook. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Madison running on first down. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, Madison. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll looking to throw. Jones.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. throwing. Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Cousins, and complete, right side to Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Osborne. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Cousins now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Cousins on 3rd and 2.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium, a big one for the Jets as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. And then finally, a Cyber Monday edition of Monday Night Football, as the final game of November is the Steelers and the Colts from Lucas Oil Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On 2nd and 9, Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the bootleg, Jones.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony.
On 3rd and 1, got to be in sync, and they were. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Madison running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. Slide. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Vikings. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the 38, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Off the play fake, Cousins.
He'll get this underneath to Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Cousins.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Stevenson.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
He's still on his feet.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And now out comes Minnesota.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second down and goal. Cousins. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Joseph is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and
10. Looking to throw. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Throwing, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's
are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to Rager.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Cousins to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They run with Stevenson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
5 yards remain on second down. On the handoff, Stevenson.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On third down, here's Stevenson.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Pats, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.